This is the new Audi Q3. It's a compact luxury crossover that joins the brand's Q5 and Q7 models, and as you can see, it fits in their lineup quite nicely. Round back here you get standard LED tail lamps along with chrome finished dual exhaust tips, and if you want, you can even opt for a power hatchback. Coming along the side here, Audi trumpets this vehicle's coupe-like profile. Frankly, I don't really see that, but of course you can decide for yourself if you think it's attractive. Up top you do get a standard panoramic glass sunroof. Now at the front, there is the unmistakable single frame grille. You also get standard xenon headlamps with LED daytime running lights, and everything about the new Q3 here is pure Audi, or is it? The four-ring brand has a well-deserved reputation for building some of the best interiors in the automotive business. They're tastefully styled, impeccably built, and made of some of the nicest materials you'll find south of a Rolls-Royce. But I've got to say, the Q3 is a bit disappointing. The plastics are a little down market, with some hard stuff running right across the dashboard. Additionally, much of the switchgear feels low rent. The MMI knob, for instance, clicks like a cheap ballpoint pen. The temperature controls for the standard dual-zone climate system also feel flimsy, and it's all very strange. No, it's not awful in here. In fact, this cabin would be a victory for many other automakers, but still it does feel like a rare misstep for Audi. As for the front seats, they're pretty comfortable, though they are kind of flat and lifeless. A little extra bolstering or contouring would be appreciated. And that's mostly true of the Q3's aft accommodations as well. The back seat offers surprisingly good legroom for my 6-foot frame, and the lower cushion is at an excellent height. There could be a little more headspace, but overall it is okay. With the back seats folded flat, you get more than 48 cubic feet of cargo volume. Regrettably, that's less total space than you actually get in a Volkswagen Golf, which provides just shy of 53 cubes. Now, I wanted to get a better look at things from underneath, and it's just as I suspected. Like the Q3's exterior, its powertrain is very familiar as well. Somebody want to give me a hand? Somebody? Give me a hand. All versions are motivated by a 2-liter TFSI 4-cylinder engine that's paired with a 6-ratio automatic gearbox. Brandishing direct fuel injection and a turbocharger, it puts out 200 horses and 207 pound-feet of torque. Now, all told, these figures are down compared to other vehicles that this engine is used in. The 2-liter turbo found in Audi's larger Q5, for instance, has 20 extra horses and an additional 51 pound-feet of torque, plus it's paired with a more advanced 8-speed automatic transmission. Of course, this same powertrain is also offered in the A4 sedan, and I tested that car just about a year ago, and when I was driving it, I did find that it too was slightly outgunned, so it should be no surprise that when you put a less powerful version of that engine in a slightly heavier vehicle, that performance is going to suffer. Now, when equipped with optional quattro all-wheel drive, the Q3 here ends up weighing around 3,700 pounds, roughly 100 more than a similarly equipped A4. Accordingly, Audi lists this vehicle's 0 to 60 time at 8.2 seconds, totally adequate performance, but hardly fast. Front drive models can do the deed in about 7.8 seconds. As for fuel economy, you can expect 20 miles per gallon around town and 28 on the highway. Combined, this version of the Q3 should average 23 mpg. Yeah, a little extra power would be appreciated. Do you need it? No, but of course you always want more, right? Now, as for the rest of the way the Q3 behaves, I liken it to a slightly taller, slower, maybe less engaging VW GTI. It really is quite a bit of fun to drive, and its engine and transmission work well together and are very smooth. Unfortunately, though, the ride is not. It's a little on the stiff side, especially when traversing frost heaves, but the body control is impressive. Now, the Q3's steering is light to the touch, quick on turn-in, and remarkably precise. Speaking of accuracy, if you want an entry-level model, you'll be spending $33,425, including $925 in destination charges. Our test model here checked out just shy of 39 grand. Options that padded the bottom line include a navigation package, 19-inch wheels, and a power tailgate. Regrettably, at that price, you're deprived of a few important extras. There are no paddle shifters to be found, not that I ever really use those, and adaptive cruise control is not offered. Also, if you want a backup camera and blind spot monitoring, you've got to shell out an additional $1,400. The new Q3 here certainly looks the part, dovetailing beautifully with the rest of Audi's lineup. Unfortunately, though, it is let down by middling performance, a somewhat disappointing interior, and a lack of features. Now, personally, I would much rather spend a couple grand more on something like an Audi all-road wagon or even an A4 sedan. Now, the Q3 here is good, but I don't think it's quite good enough to wear that 4-ring badge. Oh, this is very...